everyone, Little Joy here, and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I decided to kind of continue drawing in that really stylized drawing and blocky art style from my last video. And I've honestly been drawing a lot more of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kind of style as well on my TikTok page. So I think that's another reason why I'm kind of obsessed with drawing this kind of blocky style. It's very eccentric and it's very expressive, which I really like about it. So it was a lot of fun doing this drawing. I think the hand that's right up front was pretty hard to do. I looked at my own hand to kind of see how it would go. So I think it turned out pretty well. I'm still not the greatest with hands, but I am hoping that I'll get better with hands as I continue these drawings, because as I'm looking more at these blocky art, there's a lot with very out there poses, and there's a lot of different kind of hand, there's a lot of very outrageous poses, and then there's just a lot of hands, which is really cool. So I would absolutely love to work with this more and just kind of play around with it. But all in all, with how the style turned out, I really like the face. I do think it has to be one of my favorite parts of this entire drawing. I feel the expression just works really well together. So yeah, it was a great time. I guess you could call this kind of a self-portrait, because I kind of based it off how I looked, but I don't have any of these tattoos, and this is not really how I dress. I think it was mostly just the hair color and eyes and skin tone. But I mean, I would absolutely love to look like this. It would be so cool to have this many tattoos and just I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I would absolutely love to look like this, but all fun and games. But yeah, so I'm gonna calm down for a little bit, come back later, and you enjoy this little tiny bit of rest. It's me, I'm back. So with the coloring with this video, it was so much fun, and it was very nice to do more bright colors and styles, and it was just I love practicing with this, and I'm trying to get better with these kind of bright colors, and I think I've been getting the hang of it, but it's still kind of not really my forte. So it's working though. I'm trying really hard, and I feel like I'm getting better at it compared to the last video that I came out with. I feel it's a pretty big improvement, because I've been trying to work more with colors, so there isn't really much of a background this time. But also with this kind of style though, they don't really have much of a background, but it's totally fine. So hopefully if I do this style again, I'll probably add a background to kind of bring it together. But I don't really know how I would be able to kind of like do it in this style because I haven't really like practiced with this style as much. So I'm not entirely sure what I'll be able to like do in this next time. So, and also with like the tattoos that I put on her, I decided to just keep them a gray color, black color, because she was already like really bright as it is. So I kind of really just wanted to like keep them on the down low, but you can kind of like still see them, if you know what I mean. And honestly, trying to find a color for the pants was really hard, but I kind of decided to just like eyedrop the hair color and kind of just make it a little bit darker, so it would kind of like all fit together, sort of. And I don't know. But also, when I was shading this drawing, I made a whole new layer for it, but I was literally almost done with the shading, and I go to try and erase some of it, and I was drawing on the wrong layer this entire time, and I started freaking out, but I kind of just went with it. I just duplicated the layer, and I did the highlights on that duplicated layer, and then I kind of just put a vivid or brilliant hue, I don't know, filter over it, which in the end, I feel like it worked out pretty good. So it wasn't a huge loss, but I was still really mad at myself that I was drawing on the wrong layer this entire time for the shading. I still just can't get over that. But you'll figure it out soon if you're continuing to watch my video. You'll see it was like near like the arm that's like sticking out. You'll see it. So I'll be back near the end of this video so you guys can have a little bit more of a rest time. But yeah, so that was my huge mess up in this drawing, but in the end, like I said, it turned out really good. So like I said, it wasn't a huge loss. But trying to like play with the filters and trying to give it this like weird hue was a lot of fun, and it was very nice to kind of like see and experiment with this entire drawing. It was very nice to give them like this weird pop shadow in the back, as well as kind of like just adding like a small groovy little layer in the back as well. This drawing was just so much fun, and it was very nice to get out of my comfort zone and draw something that I normally wouldn't do. So yeah, honestly, I don't really have much to talk about other than I hope you guys all have a great day and that everything goes well for you guys in life, alright? Okay, bye!